Willkommen zurück zu einer weiteren Folge Baldurs geht 3. Wir sind auf dem Weg zu den Schattenlanden, zu den schattenverfluchten Landen. Wir sind jetzt also quasi im Camp, so der Übergang in den zweiten Akt. Und ich weiß gar nicht, will irgendjemand reden? Das sieht eher weniger danach aus.
Speak quickly.
Naja, sie will auch nicht wirklich irgendwas sagen. Aber warte mal, eine Brutstätte mit nur einem einzigen Ei. Wie viele sind sonst in ein Gelege?
Kalir's clutch held 3 dozen eggs, more or less. Though I've learned of creches that harbored 100.
Die Yangi sehen recht menschenähnlich aus. Wie kam es dazu, dass sie Eier legen?
Humanoid. How I despise the term.
Das seid ihr aber doch.
Githyanki are quite superior to humans. Our
Nicht
biology
unbedingt.
slates state that Githyanki came to lay eggs after we escaped Illithid enslavement and took to the astral plane. It's an asexual process, a favorable change by any estimation. Hideous to imagine a life where I couldn't partake in the pleasures of sex without the looming threat of bearing children.
Wer legt die Eier? Mich interessiert der ganze Vorgang.
Shukiani. Githyanki chosen by Vlakith herself to bear young. The queen assigns when and where they must lay, and how many eggs they must bear. The Shukiani pass their eggs in the material plane. In the astral, time barely passes. It is a meticulous process, carefully timed so that the eggs hatch at once.
Alles klar. Ein bisschen gruselig finde ich das schon, wie das so gemacht wird mit ihren Eierlegen und so ein Zeug. Alter, guck mal, wie geil sie aussieht. Oh, jetzt müsste ja eigentlich Wasser auftauchen, ne?
Supreme Kithrak, has Vlakith sent you to slay me with your own blade?
I've not come to kill you, Lae'zel. I've come to aid you.
Don't trust him.
Skakek Hier Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen.
Schön, wir hören euch an, bevor wir euch ausweiten. Und der Schergen wollten uns töten. Warum sollte Lae'zel auf euch hören? Lae'zel zunicken, sie soll die Führung übernehmen.
Speak. My ear is yours.
Ich freue mich schon auf unseren Githyanki Playthrough.
Lae'zel.
Das wird lustig.
Lies the seed of Vlakith's demise, and I intend to help you bring it to fruition.
Vlakith's demise. Skaketh. I should run you through for suggesting it.
Spricht ihr von der Person im Inneren? Wisst ihr, wer das ist?
If they have not said, they must have good reason, and I won't be the one to betray them. But the one inside's chosen you as an ally, protects you with their power. That very power will be the end of Vlakith's tyranny. The Prism's tenant must be let loose. I've sought their freedom for eons. When the Prism went missing, I feared the worst. Instead, you've granted the opportunity I've so long awaited. All that remains is the key that unchains them. And I've found someone who I believe can provide it. Bring the Prism to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting in a taproom called Shares's Caress. That is where we decide the fate of my people. Lae'zel, together we will break our chains. and be Vlakith's slaves no longer.
I am no slave, just still Kithrak. The Undying Queen is my freedom. It is she who will purify me, and she who will ascend me.
Lies, Lae'zel, every last one. There is no purification, no ascension. The Zaith-Isk does not purify, it extracts memory and kills the infected. Nor does the Lich Queen glorify the ascended. She feeds on most all of them to grow her power and pursue godhood.
Madness! You flood me with this heresy. I will hear no more of it.
Wir sollten auf jeden Fall auf Voss Seite bleiben. Und im richtigen Zeitpunkt, wenn die Zeit dann gekommen ist, werden wir die hintergehen. In diesem Durchgang wollen wir ja quasi die Krone übernehmen. Doch, das wollen wir machen, ja. Wir haben sie bisher immer nur zerstört und dieses Mal tun wir die Krone übernehmen. Das heißt, wir reißen die ganze Macht an uns. Das einzige Problem, was es dabei geben könnte, wäre Raphael. Ich weiß, wir werden mit ihnen auf jeden Fall mitspielen, aber ich weiß nicht, wie das dann da ausgeht. Ja, wir werden sehen, ne? Aber wir sollten uns auf jeden Fall die jetzt erstmal als Verbündete warm halten, ja. Sprich die Wahrheit über den Zeiss, ihr müsst ihm vertrauen. Sie hat es doch selbst gesehen, dass sie fast gestorben wäre dran. The fuck, Alter. Sie war doch drin in dem Teil.
I served Vlakith the whole of my life. Learned her words, fought her battles. Yet she names me a Sharlak. Your words carry truth. I will meet you in Baldur's Gate. Do not make me regret it.
Lae'zel, I see Talakma Gear in you, sister in freedom. Together we will be our people's light. Take this. It is a Quanith, a psionic detector. The Queen's warriors hunt you. The Quanith will sound you out when you come near their portals. Hear its cry and prepare for battle, or slip away. I should go. Vlakith's gaze pierces the seas and skies. She believes me loyal, and I can't afford her mistrust. Keep the astral prism close. Let no one take it from you. Slay any who try. Now to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting, Lae'zel.
Das will ich noch immer können. Zu jeder Zeit einfach ein Portal öffnen. Schon wild. So. Jetzt hat Lissel was zu sagen.
Vlakith Kosivim Chrath Crashet. Only in Vlakith may we find light. These were the first words I ever read on Tirsu slate. But they are no mere aphorism. They are law. They are creed. The root from which the 10,000 protocols stem. Forsake one protocol, and forsake Vlakith. Forsake Vlakith, and be the blood and meat which sates her dragons. If Voss speaks true, if ascension is a lie, if tadpole purification is a fairy tale, then I have not sinned against Vlakith. She has sinned against me.
Offenkundig, wohl auch Zeit, dass ihr darauf kommt.
Obvious, you say. But does the dragon of the sky ever look to the worm and dream of crawling? I was taught but one way, the superior way, Vlakith's way. Until now, I never thought Vlakith a tyrant or me as a vassal. She was the source of my might, and I the envoy of her will. A warrior, a champion, a destroyer.
Was ist ein Aufstieg eigentlich genau?
Ascension is a young Githyanki's greatest honor. Long ago, the Geich enslaved my people. They dominated our minds and bred us for war, until Great Mother Gith took a hammer to our bonds. From the day of our hatching, young Gith have one purpose: to train hard enough to slay a Geich and take its head. Then, we speak the rite of ascension, and a red dragon comes to fly us to Vlakith, in Tunarath, city of death. We are honored with an eternal home in the astral, celebrated for our victory. We are ascended. Or so I believed.
Also das, was ich das letzte Mal sagte, das ist sowas ähnliches dann wie Valhalla. Wer ist die Person im Prisma? Was meint ihr?
I don't know. I can't know. And that drives me mad. At first, I thought them an illithid deception, a trick of the tadpole. But the dream figure is real. It lives in the prism. Voss believes they are the seed of Vlakith's demise and the agent of Githyanki freedom. And I believe he may be right.
Und wenn Voss sich irrt, wenn seine Behauptungen falsch sind und Vlakith recht hat?
Then, when the Kithraki come for me, and come they will, I will submit to their blades. They would feed me to their dragons, and I would deserve no better.
Zieht wir weiter.
Yes. I'd like time to think. We'll meet Kithrak Voss at Cheres's Caress in Baldur's Gate. Until then, be vigilant. Vlakith's eyes are upon us.
Tja, bis dorthin ist es ja noch ein Weilchen. Okay.
Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
This is no typical gloom. Need to stay alert.
Are you the true soul?
Bin ich, Mintara schickt mich.
Bless the absolute. I couldn't take standing out here much longer. Grab a torch, stay out of the dark, and move fast. The shadows have eyes. Go on!
Tja, hier sind wir also wieder.
Shadow's power here, but they don't seem to be harming me. The shadow curse. It doesn't seem to affect me like it does others. Not as badly, at least. Do you know what this means? I must be blessed. Lady Shah is protecting me where others are left to face her wrath. She loves me. She must do.
Sie liebt mich ganz bestimmt. Aber was ist mit mir?
You're resourceful. You'll find a way. Don't give me that look. It's a good thing that I'm resistant to the shadows. This way I can help you.
Ja, ist doch gut. Chill doch mal.
Lady Shah wouldn't bless me like this for no reason. There must be something she wants of me. Those signs we found about dark justiciars. Perhaps they were no coincidence. In either case, I need to watch for any place dedicated to Lady Shah. A temple, perhaps.
Der, wie sie gleich ausrostet.
This beast didn't go down without a fight. Best be on my way. What's past this?
No day, no night. It's as though time itself has abandoned this place.
A pile
Similar
of
to the
belongings,
astral plane in
forsaken
some
to the
ways.
curse, so that
Wouldn't
their
you say?
owners could escape. this
Nein,
curse.
ich will doch mit ihr nicht reden.
You want a kicking? Hey, boy. You want the bone? Fetch!
Was macht ihr?
Hells, I near stained myself. Just seeing if this shadow curse is as bad as they say. Word is, it eats anyone gets too deep into the dark. I take it you're the true soul we're waiting on? Needs passage to Moonrise?
Mentaura schickt
Right
mich.
you are. Go through and talk to Kansif. He's been waiting.
Eins noch, hol den Knochen, den ihr geworfen habt.
Wait, you're joking, yeah? But we're ready to go. You just need to tell Kansif inside.
Wer sich mir widersetzt, lebt meist nicht sehr lang.
So you want me to...
Ja,
I mean, I'll just
ja.
go and...
Auf Wiedersehen.
No! No!
True soul. An honor. Did you bring the lyre?
Ich habe sie hier.
Then pluck a tune, and our guide will come scuttling.
Auftreten, eine Melodie spielen. Na super. Das ist natürlich jetzt ein Problem. Ja, aber es kommt trotzdem okay.
Your iron mistress. What are they doing to it?
God. A Drider. I always thought the stories were exaggerated.
Greetings, in the Absolute's name. You have been charged with guiding us.
New flesh for you, my queen. But who are they?
Best introduce yourself. Perhaps you'll listen to a true soul.
And you? What are you? Apart from a torturer of liars.
More faithful of the Absolute. They need a guide to the Da, same as us.
Your minds connect, and you hear a whispered voice. The Absolute. Or just the echoes of his fractured mind reverberating in the dark.
A true soul. You have more worshippers every day, Majesty. Yes. Yes. They'll do nicely.
Dieser verdammten Kreatur folge ich nicht. Sie ist eine Beleidigung meiner Königin. Das ist nicht gut, weil dann wird es hier zum Fight kommen. Das werde ich jetzt nicht machen. Es wird Zeit aufzubrechen, bringt mich nach Mundaufgang.
Very well. Gather the flock. Bless us again, Majesty. Shine your light. Protect us. Come. Follow and stay close. Do not leave the light. Do not feed the shadows.
You heard him. Move out!
Folge dem Konvoi.
They should stay closer, my queen. They should stay in the light.
Alter, der Typ ist so hässlich.
Become shadows.
So widerlich einfach nur.
Come back! They must keep up. The shadows are hungry.
Ain't all got 10 legs.
Patience.
I smell a trap.
Bless us with patience.
Digga, und jetzt kommen wir in den Hinterhalt. Alter, wie geil ist die Scheiße, bitte. Ja. Alter, das ist jetzt zu geil.
Show yourself! Harper's attack! Kill the cultists and get that lantern! Heretics! Villains in the dark!
These Harpers are clearly enemies of the Absolute. They could be worthwhile allies. But defend the guide and you may preserve your cover as a true soul.
Die Karawane verteidigen, die Hafen angreifen.
Kill them! Tear the heathens to pieces!
Das ist ja so geil gemacht.
No god can protect us.
What should I do? Better get to it. Onward.
You will die here. The Absolute wills it so. I fear neither shadow nor death. Of course.
Es gibt es nicht. Ein fucking Leben. Unglaublich. Er ist runtergeflogen.
On my way.
This darkness is cursed. I can feel it leeching the life from me.
The shadows will not consume me.
Nein, ich schieß auf meine
I am
eigene.
shielded by Lady Shadow.
Fuck, Alter.
Wretched little things. Better than the shadows. But no matter, Majesty, they are already dead and soon forgotten.
Was ist denn jetzt los? WTF, Digga, was ist denn hier los jetzt?
I know what to do.
Last scars. Spell and sword alike were used to ravage this battlefield.
Imagine the glorious din of it all. The streaming
The
blood,
Dark Lady shields me.
the piles
feel
of
that.
severed limbs and heads.
Das war strange.
It must get on. They must hurry.
Einen Leichnam untersuchen, um herauszufinden, welche Magie sie hier draußen schützt. Das wissen wir ja durch Isobel. Aber unser Charakter weiß es noch nicht. Und wird auch nicht wissen. Oder doch?
You notice something odd on the fallen soldier. A faint glow about the face, like an aura fast fading. You can feel the power it held. Weak, but still divine. These soldiers were protected from the shadows by a blessing of Selûne.
All dead, Majesty. It is time for us to move on.
Eine Macht ähnlich der Laterne, aber schwächer, hat sie vor dem Fluch geschützt.
Because their gods are weaker. None compare to the absolute.
Gut, gehen wir. Ja, wir haben nur einen Goblin verloren.
Return to the light. Stray. Shadows and heretics, Majesty. But they won't stop us. They can't stop us. Do the fools want to die in the dark, Majesty?
You look twitchy, Stone Skin. Afraid of the dark?
In this place, only a fool wouldn't be. Come back! We must stay in the light, Majesty. Return to the light!
The old remains sport green armor and garb. What banner did they march under?
Majesty! Come back! We must stay in the light. Stay close. The shadows are darkest here, hungriest here. Do not stray from the light, no matter what they promise you.
There's the tower now, big lad. Your breech is still clean.
My blade is, but that can change. Just keep talking. They will be silent.
Moonrise Towers at
They
last.
approach your sanctuary,
We're
Majesty.
close. I can feel it. The Absolute. Its power is strong here. Yeah.
Aber wir haben es geschafft.
New meat, Drider. Oh, the Queen sent them. Her Majesty's flesh grows full and glorious. Move.
His thoughts seek yours, searching, grasping. Your parasite squirms in recognition.
Disciple Zarel's in the Great Hall. She'll be wanting to see you. Rest of you, head on in.
The others will go in, but I will go up. My queen summons me to her chapel to be in her presence. I hear you, sweet Majesty. I am coming. My queen.
Alter, what the fuck?
Not to diminish our efforts, but it was rather simple getting here in the end, wasn't it?
There can be no doubt. This is the place. This is where we'll discover the secret of the Absolute.
Another true soul. The disciple will want to see you. Through the main doors.
We are each of us threads in her design. If you have coin, then show it.
Was habt ihr im Angebot? Alright.
Get moving, will you?
Ziemlich unfreundlich unterwegs, der Kollege hier.
Stand this close to her power. You're one of her blessed, aren't you? To hear her voice, I cannot imagine.
Oh, davon ist Mintara.
I will not be slandered! General, you saw my reports. You know it's not my fault.
The facts suggest otherwise. You were ordered to retrieve the artifact. You failed to do so.
If I had been given drow warriors instead of goblin trash!
Oi! What?
You scrag!
Enough!
A blast of mental energy washes over you, filling the room. Your tadpole squirms, urging you to obey.
Let me make sure I understand this. You're claiming that General Thorm gave you the wrong soldiers?
Yes. No!
You blame the Absolute's Chosen for your failure?
Of course it is not the General's fault.
Whose then?
Digga, ich bin in Weisheit scheiße. Wenn ich jetzt hier versuche, irgendjemanden zu beeinflussen, werden die uns ficken. Das kannst du vergessen. Ich save hier und werde schweigend zusehen.
The goblins. They failed me. They failed us all.
You lying little. And what would you do to those that have failed you?
They are put to death, obviously.
True. Ultimate failure must earn ultimate punishment. Night Warden Minthara, your crime is incompetence, and your sentence is death.
No!
Make her passing slow, Disciple Zorel. Be creative.
Oh mein Gott. Ich save jetzt nochmal, weil ich einfach wissen will, was passieren wird. Schweigend zusehen.
Take her below.
No! Please! Mercy! Please!
Bye bye, princess.
Kill the goblins too.
What? No!
Oh, Satzer!
Freaking old bag of shit!
Oh nein! Oh shit, Alter, wieder.
I'm so sorry, my lord. She's an unbeliever outside my control.
Try again.
No! No!
Dispose of the rest as you see fit. Or better yet, put that true soul to use. You have far more important matters to attend to. Or have you forgotten?
Of course not, my lord. Thank you. You heard the general. The goblins are yours. Deal with them however you wish.
Knapp nicken.
Here in the seat of the Absolute's power, your authority over them is complete. They will obey any command. Report to me upstairs when you're done.
You wouldn't hurt me, would ya? We're mates, me and you. Practically family.
Wachen lässt sie frei.
You won't regret this.
Ich habe die Trophäe bekommen, oh, mit Satzer jetzt.
You exhaust
Nice.
me. Compassion is not a virtue. The seat of the Absolute's power, occupied by a general that cannot be killed. But
Alter, wir müssen Mintara
flesh
retten.
and blood. We must learn what fuels his power. We will cleanse
Du Scheiße. Die ist hier.
You were adored, Minthara. Brought up from the darkness and into the Absolute's light.
She cherished you, but it wasn't enough. You were distracted by your own desires.
Bloodlust, murder, chaos.
And most damning of all, an unexpected weakness. A longing for acceptance and affection from a mortal.
You have no right!
Damit sind wir gemeint.
Every right.
Zuneigung an uns.
You are nothing.
Minthara's mind connects with yours. Not strong as you remember, but fractured, disintegrating.
Come to observe, true soul. She is a lesson. None can rise so high that they cannot fall again.
Was macht ihr mit ihr?
We are erasing her.
Okay, wir müssen die jetzt hier überreden. Zurück mit euch, ich übernehme hier. Jawohl.
Yes, your authority is great. We can learn, watching you break what little remains of her mind.
Das Einzige, was ich zerbrechen werde, seid ihr.
Are you quite mad? Or maybe defective?
You won't break us. And you won't leave here alive. You dared scar my mind.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
To be greeted as a hero. But the wretches imprisoned me and tried to tear my mind apart. I didn't think anyone would come for me.
Was haben sie mit euch gemacht?
Erasing my thoughts and my will. Even I could not have endured for much longer.
Wir müssen hier raus.
Agreed.
Dann los.
Lead the way.
Alter, was soll ich die denn hinbringen? Alter, wie soll ich die hier rausbringen, jetzt mal ohne Scheiß? Digga, man kann die Leichen halt auch wirklich einfach einstecken. Das ist auch so verrückt. Drauf komme ich wohl nicht klar. Das Ding ist, wenn ich doch da jetzt rausgehe mit ihr, werden die uns doch angreifen, oder? Muss aber speichern, ich will sie auf Nummer sicher gehen. Ich gehe jetzt aber mal raus, mal gucken, was passiert.
Minthara is supposed to be in a cell. You have some explaining to do.
Einschüchtern, Minthara wurde befreit und damit ist eine Zelle für Leute wie dich frei, die ihre Vorgesetzten herausfordern. Glück gehabt.
You avoided a fight this time, but bullying your way out of Moonrise is a risky proposition.
You really do have a way with words.
Ich weiß nicht, wo ich die hinbringen soll.
Enjoy the view. This feels like it'd stretch all the way to the Sea of Swords on a clear day.
Oh, hier haben wir den Schattenflug wieder.
What is it? What's wrong? Go on. Move.
Ich lauf. Ich kann nicht schnell reisen, ne? Das geht nicht.
The quicker.
Wir müssen sie durch den Turm bringen. Ja, das wird auf jeden Fall nicht so geil.
I've got a long road ahead.
It is impossible to keep a garment clean down here.
You'll find it all the harder once we're off on the march.
If you think...
I itch to draw my weapon and gut every last one of these cultists.
You're keen. Just don't get carried away. Some of those guts might be of use to us on the spill, at least for a while.
Jetzt werden die doch zu uns zurückverfolgen, ne? Dass wir sie freiließen. Da kommen wir nicht rum. Jeder Mensch sieht es doch hier.
Halt!
Deal with them, or I will.
We heard she'd been escorted from her cell. Not that she could leave the tower.
The General ordered that she be repurposed, not freed.
Das ist nicht gut. Sie ist mir vollständig ergeben. Ich werde sie auf Linie halten. Komm schon, bitte, 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 bitte. Ja.
Creatures like her don't understand the concept of loyalty. Keep her on a tight leash.
Alter.
Halt!
Hä?
Deal with them.
We heard.
The General ordered that she be repurposed, not freed.
Alter, das habe ich doch gerade gemacht. What the fuck?
Creatures like.
What is it? What's wrong?
Ja, wir können doch nicht rausgehen. Wir kriegen da Schaden.
I last left Moonrise as a commander in the Absolute's army, obeying the voice of a god. I thought I had found a home and a purpose.
Now I leave as an exile. But you risked your life to rescue me. For that, I am grateful.
The artifact connects with her, pulling your minds together and showing her all that you have seen. The prism, your dream visitor, the protection that keeps you from obeying the Absolute and becoming a Lithid. She knows it all in a moment. Her mind reels, but is no longer clouded. She accepts the truth. She has no choice.
There is much we must discuss. Do you have a safe place to camp nearby?
Nein, ich habe euch nur gerettet, weil ich euch selbst töten will. Ihr den Weg zu deinem Lager beschreiben.
Goodbye for now. I will see you soon.
Ja gut, das will ich jetzt auch sehen. Also, wir reden direkt mit ihr. Vielleicht kann man sie jetzt endlich als Begleiterin haben. Das wäre doch mal cool. Oh, Starrun hat auch was zu sagen.
I...
Oh.
F. Or is it an E? Is it even a letter? Damn language is this?
Soll ich mal schauen?
What are you doing?
Tut mir leid, ich verlasse euch.
I'm sorry. You caught me by surprise, that's all. I've been tracing the scars on my back with my fingers, trying to read them by touch. But I can't. They may as well be written in Rashini.
Lass mich nur sehen.
This isn't your problem, you know.
Ich weiß, nun seid still und dreht euch um.
Fine.
The runes are carved in deep, brutal strokes, but the jagged letters mean nothing to you. Whatever language this is, you don't recognize it.
And? What does it say?
Ich weiß nicht, haltet still, dann zeichne ich es euch auf.
What in the hells? What did he do to me?
Der Boden sieht so scheiße gerade aus mit den Texturen. Ob wir die anderen fragen, vielleicht wissen sie mehr.
No. No, let's keep this between ourselves. At least until we know what it means. 2 centuries carrying this. And I can finally see it.
Irgendwer da draußen kann das bestimmt lesen.
I'm sure. But what will it say? Thank you, by the way. This is... well, it's something.
Wir kriegen das raus, versprochen.
Will we? How... sweet.
Oh, Mintara. Sexy Lady. Okay, ich würde sagen, wir machen hier in der nächsten Folge weiter. Bis dorthin, haut rein. Euer VaultGamerYT. Ciao.